All right. So, as I was saying, my ex, she said that she needed me to take care of her during the. She said if I don't take care of her, the baby's not gonna live. That's what she told me. And she said she had a short cervix, she had a cerclage, and like I said, she had talked to her boss. She had to take off work. She was gonna take off work for the rest of the pregnancy. She was about 4 months pregnant at this point, or a little bit over 4 months pregnant, and I was gonna take care of her. And I told her, yeah, we met to eat, and I told her, okay, I'll take care of you. But as I said, the first day that I was staying with her, we went to Kids Empire because her daughter wanted to go to Kids Empire, and she was moving around the whole day, but she was supposed to be on bed rest. The doctor said she had to be on bed rest. So I was a little frustrated, and I was like, I was worried because I'm concerned. I'm like, dude, the doctor said in order for the baby to survive, you need to be on bed rest. Here you are moving around at Kids Empire. I was a little bit frustrated. And again, my ex, she didn't respect me. She didn't respect me at all. And she would, and her respect also, I think, rubbed off on her daughter. So her daughter would not respect me. And so, a daughter will look to her mom and kind of mirror the mom. And the mom didn't respect me, so the daughter didn't respect me. So I go to Kids Empire, and I'm being cool and everything, but as we're driving back, I'm telling her, like, you should probably tell your baby dad that you're pregnant because someone needs to help you take care of your daughter, because if you're gonna be on bed rest, it's gonna be difficult for you to take care of your daughter. And she's like, and then so my ex is like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. This is the last time I'm going to Kids Empire, and the rest of the pregnancy, you'll be taking care of me and I'll be on bed rest. So, but then as I said, I made a mistake, and when I was, I cooked for her, and like I said, I never cooked in my life, but and I never cleaned in my life either. But I was doing this stuff for her because I figured, okay, this will be an excuse for me to learn how to do it. I'll take care of my pregnant girlfriend, and this would give me an excuse to learn how to cook. So I'm cooking, but as I said, I made the mistake because her daughter was acting crazy, running around, and then she kicked my pregnant girlfriend in the stomach. And then so I was just like, what's going, and my pregnant girlfriend goes, ow. And I was like, what's going on? She kicked you in the stomach. So I was upset about that. And then, I make the food and I give the food to her daughter and my ex-girlfriend, and my ex-girlfriend and her daughter. And then my ex-girlfriend was like, thank you, Ryan. Isn't Ryan amazing? But then, she said that I had to go because she was going to meet with her baby dad the next day. And I told her, you have to tell your baby dad that you're pregnant. So, but then her daughter was being disrespectful to me, and she was pointing outside the door. And I was like, what are you pointing outside the door for? And I was like, are you telling me that you want me to leave? And she's like, mm-hmm. She's like, leave. So I got upset because I was like, oh, you're going to be disrespectful to me. I just cooked for you. So I was stupid. And the reason why I got angry was because, again, my grandpa was right. I tried to manipulate things. I tried to make things happen. If I was smart, I would have just told my ex, hey, and I would have stayed calm. I just would have said, hey, I'm a little bit concerned. You can't take care of your daughter and be on bed rest at the same time. We need to, I would have just stayed calm. But instead, I got angry. I tried to, by putting the daughter outside, I tried to make it, I tried to like do a gesture of saying, hey, I can't handle taking care of your daughter and taking care of you, at the same time. This is too much. And if you're going to be on bed rest, you can't be taking care of your daughter. So I thought I made a dramatic statement, and I picked up her daughter because I've been picking up her daughter the whole day, and I was carrying her around the whole day. I picked up her daughter and I took her outside. I was like, you said, I said, you want me to leave? Okay, well, now you have to leave. So I put her outside, and I was like, okay, you're in timeout. But her mom got really mad at me. And then she brought the daughter back in, and I was like, and she was like, Ryan, that's not funny. And I was like, I'm not trying to be funny. She's being disrespectful. And the thing was, I was just really upset because I was like, the whole day I felt like my ex was disrespecting me, and I felt like I cared more about my daughter than my ex did, because my ex is moving around the whole day. The doctor said that she needs to be on bed rest, and she's moving around the whole day, and she's disrespecting me. She's moving around smiling and like looking at me, and she could probably tell that I'm a little bit concerned because I'm like, hey, you're supposed to be on bed rest. So I was concerned. And again, maybe because my ex was a drug addict, maybe she has mental issues, but regardless, she didn't respect me. I know that much. She didn't respect me from the whole pregnancy. She didn't respect me. As I said, she went to a party, lied about going to a party. She was Snapchatting guys in front of me. She didn't respect me at all. She was being really disrespectful. So I was already on edge. And as I said too, I wanted my mom to help. My ex wanted my mom to help, but my mom would not see me because my mom said, she's never going to see me for the rest of my life, her and my dad. And I just have to accept that. You just have to accept that. And again, that stems from the shoot away machine when my shot got messed up. And then I needed help for my dad, but my dad got frustrated and said, I can't help you anymore. And I needed his help. And then my grandpa comes in, Ryan, everything is energy. You just have to, if your dad doesn't want to help you, you just have to accept it. So I'll get more into that later. But so then I made a mistake. I put the daughter outside because I was upset. And then I brought the daughter, and then my ex brought the daughter back inside. And then her daughter was doing this, and she was pinching my head as she's sitting down. She was pinching my head because her mom was already upset at me. Her mom didn't respect me, so the daughter didn't respect me. The daughter mirrors the mom. So I said to her daughter, "Hey, are you pinching my head?" And the daughter's like, "Yeah." So I get up and I was gonna fake pinch her head, but then my ex attacked me pretty much. And then I got scared because I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck. I know I messed up. I shouldn't have gotten angry. I should have just stayed calm. But if you look at my situation, I was on edge. My ex was disrespecting me. She was supposed to be on bed rest. She's not respecting me. I felt like I cared more about the baby than she did. She's supposed to be on bed rest. That's what the doctor said. She's not following what the doctor said. She's taking care of her daughter. And I made a dramatic statement of, hey, I should have just talked, but instead I put the daughter outside and I got upset. But in the back of my head, I was like, fuck, I know that I messed up by getting angry because now I was like, my ex said that in order for the baby to survive, I need to be taking care of her for the rest of the pregnancy. And in my mind, I was like, shit, now that I got upset at her daughter, she's not going to let me take care of her. And, my ex had wanted my mom to take care of her, but my mom wouldn't come because my mom wouldn't, my mom said that she would never see me. Right. So, I was the only one to take care of her. And I asked, maybe your family can help take care of you. And she said, no, my family's not going to take care of me. So in my mind, I was like, shit, I'm the only one who's going to be able to take care of my girlfriend who's pregnant. And she says, in order for the baby to survive, I need to take care of her. And now I messed up and I got upset with her daughter. And now she's not going to let me take care of her anymore because she's not going to allow me to be around her daughter because I got mad at her daughter. So I knew I messed up. So I told my ex, I was like, you have to swear to me that you are going to I know I messed up with the daughter, but you're going to have to swear to me that you're going to let me take care of you during this pregnancy. And that you're going to swear to me that I'm going to be able to see you tomorrow. Because in my mind, I'm like, tomorrow, I don't want her to be moving around again all day like she did that day. She wasn't fucking following the doctor's orders. The doctor said she needed to be on bed rest. She wasn't following it. And she even called off of work, but she wasn't following what she was supposed to do. So I said, you have to swear to let me take care that tomorrow I will see you and I will start taking care of you and you will be on bed rest. And she said, okay, I swear. That's what she said. And so I left. But then the next day I'm texting her like, hey, how's everything going? Have you told your baby dad that you're pregnant yet? And then she's not responding. And again, this happened the whole fucking pregnancy. It started off when she lied to me. I'm going to go to the movies with my friends. And then it turned out that she was going to go to a Halloween party without me. And after that, I kept on texting her and she's not responding to me because she didn't respect me. And she would ghost me for weeks at a time as she's pregnant. And that's a lot to handle because like I said, she had 3 abortions before. So the whole pregnancy, I was concerned. Is she going to get an abortion? Because I'm like, I don't trust her. She's already had 3 abortions. She's a baby murderer. I didn't know what she was going to do. I didn't know she was going to murder my baby. So I was like, hey, how's everything going? And she had that leverage over me. And so, so at this point, I'm messaging her and I'm thinking to myself, damn it, she's going to do this again. I'm going to have to wait 2 weeks. She's not going to respond to my text messages. The whole 2 weeks, I'm going to be fucking frustrated and concerned for my daughter. I'm going to be worried that she's going to get an abortion. And at this point, I was really concerned because, as I said, my ex told me, in order for the baby to survive, you're going to have to take care of me because I'm going to have to be on bed rest. If I'm not on bed rest, the baby's not going to survive, because she had to be, because she had a short cerclage, and if she's moving around too much, she's going to have a premature birth. So that scared the shit out of me, because in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to have a baby born premature and to have birth defects. So I was really concerned. So I'm texting my ex, hey, how's everything going? Have you told your baby dad that you're pregnant? Because, someone needs to help take care of Mila, but I'm texting her, and she's not responding again because she didn't respect me. So I'm frustrated because I'm like, I have to do other shit. I have to study quadrant model, but I don't want to be worried about my ex and worried about my daughter. And I had legitimate worries. I had the right to be worried because the doctor said she had to be on bed rest, and she told me that I'm the only one who could help her to be on bed rest because she said that her family was not going to take care of her. She said, so in my mind, I'm like, damn it, she's probably going to get an abortion because she's not responding to my texts. So I think to myself, okay, I don't know what's going on. So I go, that's when I went. Now she says that I was stalked. She tried to make it out when she got the restraining order, when she tried to get a restraining order, that I was stalking. No, I went to her daughter's school to talk to the principal. And I told the principal, because if my ex would have just responded to me, then I wouldn't have done this. But my ex wasn't responding to me. So I go to her, I go online and I tell people what's going on, because I was looking for someone to help me in my situation, because it was a dire situation. Because in my mind, I'm like, my ex needs me to take care of her. She needs someone to take care of her. And she's not going to let me because I got mad. I got upset with her daughter, and she's not responding to my texts. And I was afraid too that maybe she because I got mad at her daughter, that she was going to try to get me in trouble for getting mad at her daughter. So a bunch of stuff. And like I said, my mom wasn't going to help because my ex had tried to get a hold of my mom. My mom said that she wouldn't help because my mom would never see me again. That's what my mom has said. She said she'll never see me because of the fucking shit. My mom has been an evil person, and she's still being evil. So then I go to my ex's daughter's school to talk to the principal. And I tell the people at the office, I'm like, hey, listen, my girlfriend is pregnant. The doctor said she needs to be on bed rest. And she said that I need to take care of her. But, right now she's not responding to me. I'm worried about my daughter's life. She's pregnant with my daughter, or at the time I didn't know it was a daughter. I'm worried about my baby's life. At this time, she's pregnant with my baby. I want to know what's going, I want to be able to talk to her baby dad to tell him that she's pregnant, she needs to be on bed rest, and see if he can help take care of her daughter. Because in my mind, I knew I fucked up, because I was like, I already got mad at her daughter. She's not going to let me take care of her with the daughter there. So I was like, someone needs to help take care of the daughter so I can take care of my girlfriend who's pregnant with my baby, because she needs to be on bed rest. And she said no one else is going to take care of her. So in my mind, I'm like, I need to tell these people what's going on so that I can save my daughter's life. That's the way I looked at it. Now people are my grandpa would be like, oh, you tried to make things happen and you screwed things up. But fucking put yourself in my shoes. This is not a normal situation. My ex had a short cervix because she had 3 abortions before. She had already screwed up her cervix. And in my mind, I'm scared she's going to get another abortion. Now, put yourself in my shoes. Do you think that that's illegitimate? Do you think that I was paranoid? I've done the fucking psych tests. I don't have attachment issues. I don't have any mental illnesses. I was in a legitimate situation where you would be fucking concerned. Anyone would have been concerned. Anybody would have been concerned. So I go and I talk to the people at the preschool. Because, if my ex was being normal, she would have fucking responded to me. But my ex didn't respect me. And my ex is thinking to herself probably, his own parents won't talk to him. He has problems. She didn't respect me, so she's not responding to me. So then I go to her boss's place, and I talk to the boss, and I say, hey, listen, my girlfriend, my ex, she's pregnant, and I can't take care of her right now. She's not responding to me, and we need someone to help take care of her because the doctor said she needs to be on bed rest. Can you guys get some in-home services for her? And they say that they can't help me with that. So then I'm trying to get a hold of my ex, and I'm texting my ex, and I'm telling her, listen, sweetie, I'm sorry about how I got mad at your daughter. I want to help you out during this pregnancy. I know that you need my help. She told me she needs my help. She needs someone to take care of her during the pregnancy. So I'm saying, I know you need my help, please let me just come over there so I can help you, so you can stay on bed rest, and so we will have a healthy baby, so you don't have a premature baby. But she's not responding. But then she finally responds, and she goes, "Oh, you went to my daughter's school? Oh my God, you went to my boss!" And she freaks out like a fucking woman will freak out. Oh my God! She's starting to fucking catastrophize, like, "Oh, you went to my daughter's school!" Ah! Dude, I went to fucking talk to her principal, and it was legitimate. Why my concern? But so then my ex gets a restraining order, and then gives me the restraining order and I told her, I'm getting sick of you fucking treating me like shit this whole pregnancy. You're cheating on me. You're fucking texting other guys in front of me. You're lying about going to parties. And now you have to be on bed rest. You're not on bed rest. You go to Kids Empire. You're walking around Kids Empire. Are you crazy? Do you give a shit about your fucking baby? I'm the only one who gives a shit about the baby? You're supposed to be the one who's caring about the baby. So I was upset, and I told her, listen, if you kill this baby, I'm going to make your life hard. So let's be cool. I want to help you. I want to take care of the baby. So just let me come over, and I will take care of you. And trust me, I won't get mad at your daughter again. I made a mistake. That was a mistake. So I was like, I made a mistake. Okay, but I will take care of you. Everything's fine. But you have to tell your baby dad that you're pregnant so that he can help take care of the daughter, or tell your family that you're pregnant, because at this point she's over 4 months pregnant, and let them know so they can help take care of your daughter, so that you can be on bed rest and I can take care of, because she had to be on bed rest for the baby to survive. That's what she told me. So she goes, okay. And then she hangs up. Then she comes at me later, and then she gives me a restraining order. So think about what's going on in my mind. Now, people are going to say that I was the bad guy because I started to air the dirty laundry. But think about what's going on in my mind. Now I get a restraining order from my ex. And on the restraining order, she says that I said that I was going to make her life hard. Yeah, I said that. I said, if you kill my baby, I'm going to make your life hard. But why would I do that? Because I didn't want my baby to die. That's fucking legitimate. So then she gives me the restraining order. And in my mind, I'm thinking, she's going to kill my baby. Because she had told me that in order for the baby to survive, you need to take care of me, because no one else is going to take care of me. Because she had already been estranged from her family, because she had stolen from her family for drugs and stuff. And her family already didn't like her for various reasons. She said they were not going to take care of her. She already, nobody was going to take care of her. I was the only one who could take care of her so that she can be on bed rest so that the baby could survive. So she gives me the restraining order, and I'm thinking in my mind, that's it. My baby's dead. I'm thinking she's going to get an abortion, and rightfully so, because she said the baby's not going to survive unless you take care of me. And if I'm not taking care of her and I have a restraining order against me, how is the baby going to survive? That's what's going on through my mind. But on the restraining order, she put down her baby dad's name, because she got the restraining order, because I told her, I'm going to talk to your baby dad and let him know that you're pregnant. Because I pretended like I knew where he lived, but I didn't, because I didn't have his name. But then she put his name on the restraining order. So I looked him up online, and I found out where he worked. It's so easy to do this online. You can do it. And I went and I talked to him. And so I go and I talk to him, and I'm like, hey, did you know that your baby mama is pregnant? And he's like, I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah, she's been pregnant for 4 months. And I said, and she needs help. She needs to be on bed rest, and and she needs help to take care of someone to take care of her daughter, because she can't take care of the daughter and be on bed rest at the same time. And he told me that he couldn't help her, but he told me, like, he was like, my baby mama, he said she's a liar. He said that she was terrible to him during her pregnancy with him, and that's why he can't deal with her anymore, and he hates her. And he's telling me that she's a drug addict and she had sold herself sexually for drugs before. So he's telling me all this, and so I'm like, and I'm like, I already kind of knew that. I saw that she went to that party with Sylvie, who's a drug addict, and she told me she's a drug addict, and I know all the people at the party, they're all drug addicts. And so I'm talking to him, and he's telling me all this stuff. But in my mind, I'm like, fuck, well, he's not going to help. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm freaking out, because I'm thinking, damn it, My ex said that that she needs someone to take care of her during the pregnancy, or else the baby's gonna die. And now I have a restraining order against me. I'm thinking she's probably gonna kill the baby. So I'll continue.